February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. And with that, I say hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney, where last time we played, we had the first time I've ever had a trial back-to-back. However, we met the chief of the police station? District? Something like that. Interesting guy. Quite interesting guy. Over here, right? This one. The district chief of police. That might not seem like it. He's a top dog in the PD. It was a very weird guy, not gonna lie. Also, we saw, or we found out that Bruce Goodman had like a little pumpkin. But Bruce Goodman is the guy that died in the police department, the evidence room. As well as on the prosecution parking room. Something we gotta find out, like, what's going on, right? But let's see. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What's going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecution office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to try to find out. Oh, try to, at least. Alright, let's do it then. Okay, glad she's in good spirits. But I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Oh, okay. We're going right in here. Not even allowed to move. Okay. February 23rd. Prosecution's office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. None whatsoever. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. Yeah, that drum oil. Was it empty? The drum oil kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, I person really likes her sister. Well, that's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. I'm more confused in, like, are you reading Pheonix's mind? Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood or not on the floor, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? You want me to do it again? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. Touché. Touché. Okay, I guess. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Hey, look, I'll lend you these glasses. No, wait, you had an extra pair of those things? To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Do I have to use my mouse? Press A to spray it on. Okay, let's find out some bloodstains. Oh. There's some here, right? Yeah, no, I saw that. Why are you blinking over there? Oh, thank you. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a bloodstain? It is so. Emma, you're shaking. It's just this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the shoe. Well, it is pretty strange, yeah. If they fought here, there would have to be a lot more blood than that. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? Okay. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? So yeah, this was pretty handy too. Saved up all my allowance to buy that. We'll have to pay her back. I can't lie though. It's a high school, I'll pay for stuff. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud looking MS guy. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit their view of the case. Well, then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? I guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Oh, hello there, Angel. How you doing? Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, right? Not bad, you two. Ooh, that one looks good. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Oh, that was Pheonix talking. But that looked good! Sashimi with rice? Holy... Yeah, please. Have you seen I'm a Detective? That looks like a petrified piece of provenance. It's not. It's a Tony badge. I think a petrified piece of provenance would fetch more on the open market. I'm not selling it. Not yet. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident, it's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Oh, really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, the SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Could you take a look at this? You don't want some hot tea, okay. Come on, no, don't look at the shoe. There's enough shoeing. What if I show her the, if you think about it, they could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight for the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You were lying about was the problem. Now listen here, you little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, but I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? There's something she's not telling us about. Yeah, interesting that they now have it upside down for us. Thank you. Anything else that I didn't show her? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. Oh, that's when you heard us talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Guy really trying to say, I wonder? Yeah, I think she heard, like, in the muffler you'll see something. Or maybe it was like, put the knife in the muffler or something like that. And then she opened the case and then there was the body. Well, first things first, let's go talk with him. You suddenly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room up there. But I was afraid that it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw a chief prosecutor's guy stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. Okay. I unmuted my microphone so I could cough, and then I was like, I can't turn my mic back on. No! I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Like, what could it be, right? I think it's the blood on the coat, or whatever is, like, on the coat, and her missing muffler, right? Something like that, because we still have not mentioned at all. Is that Goodman's coat? Because Sky wasn't... Oh, Lana Sky was not wearing a white muffler. That guy was. Okay. Let's see. So you were a detective, weren't you, mister? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago to be exact. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies, you know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. Well, yeah. That's your name. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouth of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cuff-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if those prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. Oh, you were in there too? The SL9? Wait, doesn't mean... That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're not nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? Well, the prosecutors. Considering that's who she hates the most. 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. Oh, Goodman, Sheriff, and an angel. Okay. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. And so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. That a criminal was caught and executed. Executed? What happened? Yeah, the criminal got what it was coming for him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. Wait, what? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sword. Made up evidence. Wait, what? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. Oh, you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. What could it be? The sheriff, yeah. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. What's your relationship with him? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. But what about Goodman? However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. Oh, you haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side, and that's what we're after now. And no one up in those fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell, There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in the accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? 3, from what we heard last time. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? Seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Well, yeah, I always am very serious. Ooh, steak. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Ooh. Interesting that they tell us, like, put Officer Marshall in good mood. Okay. Mr. Officer Marshall, is he your, or are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. I got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And it was nice to me too back then. It will be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now it's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall, Well, I know who I gotta go talk to now. Thank you for the lunch. I'll have a good fun with it. You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? Wait, wait. You already had that. Is there like any secrets about this plate? So I love it, like it's not falling off. Thank you, game. Let's see. Ingredients: meat. Must mean beef. You probably just wrote it generically. Generically. Yeah, let's hope so. As a scientist, I have to check what additives you used. Go. It says here hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. The sweat? Ew. Don't put sweat on your food. That's disgusting. It's like putting tears on your food as well. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of the steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now, though. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart out into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. What? Yes, okay. Nothing else I can check on. Not the butter, not the sauce. The asparagus. Pretty sure that's is that potato? No, could be. It looks like potato, right? There's also fries over there. Who would put like regular potatoes and then potatoes into fries like that in the same meal? And carrots. Carrots are good though. I kind of want to eat mashed potatoes now. Shouldn't have looked at that food. Oh, what is this? Oh! let me turn it around. Whoopa, whoopa, whoopa. Emma Sky. It's cute. Never forget who you took it from. Someone used Mark to write their name on this. Don't tell me you brought this with... You bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of world do you think we're living? It's only been like 2 months since the last murder. Well... Strangely enough, we only get murder cases. At least so far, we've only gotten like murder cases, right? There's nothing there. Oh, maybe if I examine. No. How do I use this again? Oh, there you go, spray. Yeah, okay, it's nothing... It's only that little blood over there. Interestingly enough. Okay. Anyway, let's go see if there's still some blood in our... What was my cat doing? What do we do? What should we begin with? Well, isn't it obvious? We begin with, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. Oh, how could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Well, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Making, Pheonix talk out loud is already very useful. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. My phone. There you go. Well, you're going through some tough time, boy, but with all them rumors, you weren't even in the defendant's search this past December. I can see like steam going out of his ears. There was a business with him not reading the officer's report. Ah, but the killing at the police department, right? Yeah. The chief of police was right about that. I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. What do you mean one? There's like infinite people that don't like Edgeworth over there. Let's see. Can I... No. Okay, can't show her this. Can't show her that. That stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much does it cost? I'd say about 10 euros a... 10 bucks a gram? I save up my allowance to buy it. What do you mean, gram? That's way too expensive. Your allowance. Does your sister give you that? Yeah, we don't have any parents. Right. That even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. A bottle of luminol testing fluid. Sure. And I would just take the allowance myself. Yeah, but if she is right, and she literally means like per gram, it's 10 bucks. If this is like 600 centiliters, that's already at least 600 grams. Meaning that this bottle alone costs like 6,000 bucks. I think they meant to say 10 yen, which would have been 10 cents. That's like 100 of the price. That means that like a bottle is like 60 bucks, which would make sense. That's more of a price where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. 6,000? No. No. Right? Like, that makes no sense. Can't be that expensive, right? Right? Looks at me, Sky isn't questioning. I have the detectives on yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? Oh, she's supposed to answer that. Wait a second. Didn't Miss Gaunt say that they arrested the suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later then. Okay. Oh wait. Why can't I go in here now? Criminal Affairs Department. It's Thingy here. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder at the detective down at the police department. Yep, but the same detective was also killed at the same time at the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Well, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries of all dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Oh, I can't not go in the thingy. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think they What the? Come on. There you go. Sorry I'm wasting your money, Sky. Oh, Emma. Die! Die! I guess we shouldn't be joking around too much here. February 23rd, police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. Detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here again. I love how they're bringing that up every single time. It makes me feel like a baby. It's like, oh, you know there's someone dead, right? Don't forget, someone died over here. Did you know someone dies when you kill them? So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got on the front desk, here it is. Which is like a kid at the amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Wait, we can move again? You're still the same, right? Wait, what? Oh. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's going to do something naughty. Don't kill him like that. What the? But what I wanted to see what is that hand? Right? If it had like any kind of... Oh, you can't spray it on the bottom thingy. You guys killed someone? No. Okay. The guard station. That's new. I think that's Marshall's place, right? Something. I don't know. Something gives me like Marshall Jake vibes. Might be the alcohol. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. Sibo, and that room is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. Just seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if there is a guard station, then where is the guard? I have a feeling I already know who it is. Oh, he's nowhere here. Swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But it's not shut. Okay, you can't get in anyway. Of course not. If you went in there through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it's more myself, but yeah, you sure. Okay, we can't check on the alcohol. This video feed on the evidence room. There's the light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. Wait, I bet we could use this computer to check out who went in and who went out. Ooh. I think someone is wanting to trap us. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso's missed. Sure, yeah. Why not, Emma? Why not? There's a security guard uniform hanging there. Looks like more of a costume more than a uniform. Leather jacket, leather pants, and leather... What was that called again? That's a poncho. A punchy? A ponchi? A pinchy? Oh, I know, a poochie. Wait, no, maybe that wasn't it either. It's a poncho. I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Look, a hat. Oh, yay. These shoes are prickly. They must be the real deal. It depends on the cactus. Some are prickly, yeah, but like, not all of them. I would think that one big one would be sufficient. These cacti. Oh, a lot like my sister, actually. Emma, you need to go to like therapy or something. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see a resemblance. Well, more it's an attitude thing than a physical similarity. I sure hope so. Look at them tiny ones. So many succulents. Wait, what? Okay, that was just that thing. Oh, button. Did I put his name down? Normally it's like you see it on both sides, right? Not like that. A bit weird. Oh, look, a skull. More tonics. The evidence room is beyond this. Let's just walk in. But it won't open. You thought it'd be open? Then we need someone's permission to go in there first. Can I? Do I still technically have this? I could sneak in, right? Okay, nothing here. Oh yeah, and they're all recording, so if I go in, like, I'm just gonna make myself pretty damning. Charged with frantic energy. Please! Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. The gumshoe. No time for chit-chat, man. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Well, now's not the time for despair. We've got our criminal, but now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean? You heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah. Yeah, that's a flashback from yesterday. Yeah, I know. It's the biggest scandal in this to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Staying around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. You want to know more? Head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure it's down there having a good cry. Later. I ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Well, first things first, let's go back in there then. Never mind. Is it completely gone in there? Yeah. I thought it would be here now, but okay, maybe not. Fine. We need to go to the detention center. Who is a murderer? Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, right? Is it Lana Sky again? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road just now. Things will get confusing. What was that? So that's what I'm saying, not me, a perpetrator? I say I was the perpetrator against her, that's what I would say. It's him. Hi, good evening, sir. Wait, I know who you are. You're Miski, or whatever. Excuse me, but it's Miss Ashford anywhere in the premises. I'm here at the request of the sheriff's chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Mr. Meekins, the guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. I'm like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins? You didn't, did you? Property to Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? This is not an expected turn of events. Kind of not. I kind of suspected they would be brought in here, mainly because of his wound that he has on the left arm, right? Let's talk first. Sir, I'm a patrolman. General affairs, sir. Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went over to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Did Marshall kill him? Bit weird. Not that much weird. He's a bit of a weirdo. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. And that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ow, 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 ow. Are you handcuffed to yourself? Yeah, this guy's just tweeting me out. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white, sir. I saw red and then I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. So you didn't do it on the murder time. How long were you out? Days? We saw him yesterday. Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir, so I did what I could to wrap it up. Bandage on this hand, just like Miss Sky. On the other hand, though, yeah, there's not a similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, though, tell us, how did you hurt your hand? Well, first, don't mean to pry, but you're the perpetrator, right? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Oh, well, yes, I guess that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that, sir. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a total stranger or a total stranger, then I would say he leans heavily on the total stranger side, sir. Okay, so you didn't know him, so he has no reason to kill him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creatures' comfort. I don't know any detectives. Sorry, it was a total stranger. Why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Okay, at least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay, interesting. About your hand, because it could still be lying completely, right? That's also the case. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just told it, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious, sir. Wait, the next thing you knew? You were... Wait, what? Then when I opened my eyes, sir, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared, sir. When I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. How can you imagine how I feel, sir? The victim's body disappeared. I'm like very confused on what happened. Like my head is like trying to theorize as we go on, right? And it's like, did Meekins and Goodman fight in the evidence room? Goodman tried to either push Meekins or like stab him out of the way. Tripped, cut himself, then ran off with his like bloody coat and like wrapped it up then afterwards and hit himself. Went all the way to like the basement 30 minutes before his quote-unquote time of death, right? 5:15. Went into the car, found like the trunk open and was like, I'm just gonna lie down a bit. I'm feeling a bit sick. Lies down. The trunk closes on him. And while Edgeworth just drives to the prosecution thingy, the parking lot, right? Just as he like drives in there, leaves his car in there and goes up. That's when thingy then opens it and finds him? No, that can't be. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment, sir. But now I remember, sir. I remember it, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correcto mundo, the car was the cause of it. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it, sir. Nothing could be more exact, sir. So nothing. Okay, I better pry into this a little bit further in. Okay, that unlocked something. Crime details. You'll say. This is for you. Hey, I'm scared of nice, sir. I just wanted you to look. That's it. Last night, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir. I was being peeled. Second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. Stop reacting to the knife. I guess he's been through a lot. What about this knife? Okay, that's also the same reaction. Okay. So it doesn't matter which knife you're showing me. It has a very bad reaction to all of them. I have no idea what that is. That looks like food. What about the shoe? No, it doesn't know. Hey, what do you have? That's from the day it was taken to the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. Oh, if this is a dream, sir, I don't know, but never wake up. If this is a dream, you better wake up right now. It's not a good time for me. Okay, he doesn't know what that is. So he thinks that Lana's guy is the one that killed him. Okay. No, okay, doesn't know that. Doesn't know that. I'm just going through everything just to be sure, right? I'm so confused on like, what is the blue badge that's supposed to be? Right? Okay, doesn't know anything about that. Okay, so it was also, did you know I'm a no? Mr. Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir, laugh at me, sir. Ha ha ha, eh? I know what you want to say. You're not going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one with a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. That's so wrong. Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romances, sir. Is he talking about those badges on our code? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Yeah. Also, that's a strange reaction. Also, they are a little bit... Also, I'm looking at Miles' age because Miles and Pheonix Wright are the same age, right? So they're both 24. Emma is 16. Mate, don't put Pheonix in trouble like that. You know? They're friends. Oh, I guess they're not even friends yet. They just... She's hired me to investigate the case. Can you tell me what it is that you remember now? Oh, you might say I'm a little bit lost... Man, I lost a lamb, if you will. I didn't know Detective Goodman was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought it would look suspicious. Sir entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, I chose pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you, sir. And you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly pointed a knife at me. Whoa, what? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now, and I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others what they do unto you, my own father's words, sir. Did you what? Just because someone tried to kill you, you killed them? Fair. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. But that can't be. Because we saw him on the case or before the trial of yesterday. I'm so confused. But what is the reason for your arrest? So, Officer Meekins, why is it that they've arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene at the crimes didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Oh, true. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't actually know if anyone actually died. What a jigsaw, that's what I've been trying to say, sir. That is, I did say something along those lines. But you still ended up here? You told me that it had to be him, or sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room, that's what they say. The photo looks so much... I need to see someone's side view. A very specific someone's side view. Like their sideburns. Because Detective Goodman does not seem to have those kinds of sideburns. And also doesn't seem to have like that kind of chin. No, it does have a little bit on that kind of... Okay, it has too many. You are hiding your sideburns, which makes me suspicious of you. Thinks he's a cowboy. Yeah, stop playing cowboy, man. 7 in the evidence room, they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. Nope, but the videotape show is quite clear. Ooh, videotape? From the security camera? The crime I swore to stamp out and stare on me on his own tape. Oh, okay. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. But thanks, I have my own. I beg you, check out the crime scene. Finally. Can I go from there? Man, look at Mr. Wright, who's standing at the chief of detective's desk. It's police Chief Gant. Also, if I was Pheonix, right? If I was Nick, I'd be a little bit traumatic of going into the evidence room, considering, just a little bit, considering I almost died there 2 months ago. We got like super shocked last time we went there. I don't know if I feel safe, you know? And you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing? Sir, I'm sure it's the most likely totally perfect. We checked all the thingy under his cushion, underhand his computers, inside his personal coffee machine. I missed something. I see. If anything does turn up, you can call me right away, right? Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scout the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ha ha ha! Rightio, my boy. How have you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho! Chief Gant reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? The music threw me off. Do you have anything to say? Nope. Either him or that. Wait, what? I'm through with that stuff, though, I say. Go find a girl who can't seem to sit still up there, that busy one. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the detective, the dancing blue badger. No, he's not gonna tell us anything, I think. Let's talk. Let's see what he has to say, right? His address going to be okay? Oh, worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee about him. Sounds like an inquisition. Well, yep. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Oh, it doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the defendant's seat, now does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Rightio? Fun karma. I can't believe he would do that. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. Well, in any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why they would just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decided, it could be bad for Worthy. What? I don't like when he does that stare. Oh, it's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their own turf too, I mean. They being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Oh yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. And what evidence is this? Oh no, rightio, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't just talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. I was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was about that they wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I don't even... Do we even know that guy? No, we don't. Okay, I need to find something else to show him over here. But there Marshall's... No, Marshall's not gonna be here. What do I do? Right now, behind those doors, drama. Yeah, we already had that last time. Hello, Angel. Nice seeing you again. Over there, we have not been here. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 0202. Oh, 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it's gonna stay as classy, Emma. Incidentally, Edward's not here. I'm just off doing important investigations. I hope for him that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Ah, again. Stuck with nothing to do. Yeah. Wait, no, I already talked with you. Then the only thing Oh, and not there. The only thing that we can do currently is still talk with him. Wrong thing. I wanted to present my badge to show him. Was wondering. Oh, you don't even react to my badge. Oh. You don't react to anything. Is it the note? Because the note is... No, it is also not that one. Well, we have free reign to just put everything we have over here. Maybe we need to go look at the... security camera, right? That's like the only thing left that I can also still think about. Because, like, obviously... It's none of these, because we just did all of those. So, okay. Guard station. Examine. It's still recording. What can it be? Wait, I have an idea. Why is there blood on top of that? On top of the cactus? Because the sheriff got shot. Got stabbed. Oh, we got a reaction. Oh, there's clearly blood atop the spikes here. The room's pretty messy. Someone must have tipped over something and planted their head right into the spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. can't. That can't be that, right? Let me check something. No, Edgy is innocent. He's gonna come in here. Smells like alcohol somehow. I don't even know what luminol. Could you take a look? No, not that one. That was not what I wanted. I didn't want to present. I wanted to examine. And then spray. Okay, yeah, so she did touch the... The blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister's not the murderer. She did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand was bandaged. Hey, you switched side on your own! This has nothing to do with taking sides. You know, Lana's hand has blood on it. Just keeps getting worse. Does it though? Hey, what did you say? See, you can hear fine. No. Can we see if that thing has water? Oh, there you go. I tried to kick it over myself. Oh, that's okay, don't cry. Lana, this guy must be strong. Yeah. That's where we found a note. 221, SL9 incident. SL9 incident. That was due to transfer the day of the murderer. It's kind of hard to guess just knowing the case number. Anything else over here? Yep, that's where they have the body. I already had that last time. A and B block. There's a hole over there that I don't know, time like the present. I think I'll give it a little try. Hey! It's okay, don't cry. Maybe it's a lunchland. Olympics team. Yeah, like, it's impressive that Angel did that. Is this still something else that I need to... There's nothing left that I still need to... spray. Maybe there's another spot? Also, I don't know how I can, like... present it or something like that, you know? There's nothing there. It's the first time I've ever, like, gotten quite as stuck between, like, a thing, an area like that. The one that's, like, I'm most curious about is, like, why is that one not bloody? Was there one I was missing? We have blood there, but that's about it. I expected the blood to be like on there, you know? Or like on his clothes. Maybe he's cleaned them up. Cause like nothing else now. Yeah, it's the poncho. He's talking about his sister because of that. It's recording. We can't check what it's recording. Use it. Yabba dabba dabba, yeah. What to do, what to do. I'm annoyed mostly also because I cannot find Marshall. Where is that guy? Do you want to eat this? No. Can I like... do you have any idea? Edgeworth. Edge is also one that we haven't seen yet. It's not like such a long time also as well. What do him just now? Mixing what? Oh, I'm a very own additive. Oh gosh. Oh, you're standing here! No, you killed my plant! It's funny that like Emma is like talking to Edgeworth, to Pheonix about stuff like that. Borrowing this desk, okay? George Washington was the first king of America. What? That's a different world. I need to go back over here. So we already talked with him everything. No, not that one. I'm missing something with you. But I cannot for the life of me find out what it is. We showed him everything, didn't we? Goodman was stabbed, yeah. Oh wait, can I just talk with this guy? Oh, the killer used the cassette tape. What if I talk with you? Sorry you had to see that. Okay. I should have just talked with him. He's on the background. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Oh, I see over there. That's Goodman's desk. They want me to check if it has anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So, nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Oh, of course not. Well, except for maybe this. Oh, what? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. It didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 22nd. Better make a note of it. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. They give it to investigating the police department crime scene. You are the chief of police, right? Could you take a look at this? No. It really doesn't care about anything that I say. Oh, can I get a permission to ask to enter? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Radio would ask me for help. I was wondering if you could investigate the evidence room. Don't stare at me! Now, Radio. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate at all. Radio, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Hmm? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow 50 bucks? I'll give them 50 bucks, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Oh, just goes to show you. You never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this one. Oh, hey, this is the detective's ID badge. Card. That's a special card for guests, so don't you lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Ah, finally. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. Seem happy. Well, yes, sir, because, sir, we need to go into the evidence room right now, sir. I think this is a bad influence on the girl. Maybe just a little bit, right? Is the marshal now here? Nope. Okay, now I need to invest. I need to check this. Yeah, but first things first. I do not have it as an evidence. Okay. But, oops. Press the wrong button. However, we can now finally enter this place. Don't tell me there's no clues here. The evidence room is beyond this door. Then we have that ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. Oh, it won't open. The card reader is turned off, you see. What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what made my Bambina sky so grey? Is that even his real hair, I wonder? Was he just wearing a... like a... what is it called? A hair protection? Or a head protection? Oh, Officer Marshall! Why did it have to be him? What does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We had to investigate the crime scene, sir. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest, that's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scenes are waiting. Oh, looks like it's walking now. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to talk to you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. True. But maybe I got something that could give you off your mind? The smell. Ooh, yes. Reminds me of Texas. Oh, Officer Marshall. You're from Texas. No, I just saw a special on the television the other day. Is it from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? Filet steak lunch? I see. I don't see. Well, I wonder what that means. That was a code for something. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Sorry about the noise, by the way. Finally, it seems like it's willing to talk. Yeehaw, baby! Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So, Marshall, you're in charge of security for this evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. Kept getting his name wrong and called him Meekly. I told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station? Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got the murder from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I just spent 5 for the shop, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Okay, Hester was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anywho. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they steak. Sneaking in next to your steak, you know? Didn't have a broccoli. But what are you doing, Marshall? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole into the prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Stark, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the records books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of a case? That's right, the evidence transferals. I just were talking about the transferals as well. You know what, I know maybe, well, maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be like a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower and my steaks. So you don't like any vegetable next to your steaks, I get it, okay. Fair. The easiest one to understand are these here handy security cameras. Oh, these are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes automatically erased every few hours. And Miss Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of the tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing, when you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves in the record on every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. I have seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Mambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is relevant to the case yet. Hey, Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that the record is tied to the stabbing. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot, eh? The number on this is 584-2189. The same as the record. Shows that ID card record again. 584-2189. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. Was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. When the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sarah entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. Then you asked him to show. Yeah, but they suddenly stabbed me. How dare he? But if he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed the knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you the ID card reader. Thank you. Got an idea. Maybe I can show this list to other people with IDs here. Oh, to see like what their ID is. Okay. Oh, and then I can put the names on people. 777777777. I imagine that's the chief of police, right? 8730579 4989 596 4989 596. Someone entered this. Oh, Meekins. Meekins entered the place twice? No. That'd be weird. Anyway. I gotta... Wait, no. Not yet. What about the transfer? Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. And then we reinvestigate them, and it turns out if there was a mistake, you see. And so what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for all cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. I thought it was 10 years. Or 15 years. What? For the oh, I guess that might be something else, right? So we had the case with Edgewolf on episode 4 Turnabout, where it was like, yeah, that was the old case, and now it's 15 years later, almost completely freezing the other case because it's so long ago. And then it's like, yeah, no, it's 2 years now. It's like, did it change? It's only been 2 months, and they're saying they're doing that every every February. That's never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 years ago. Okay. Shows back in the Wild West didn't place much place and faith in evidence, but the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither wild nor west here. Haha. But that and this are 2 different things. I guess so. Do I have anything that is gonna make him talk? Not this. I do like his music though, it's kind of fun. I think I already showed this to him, right? Okay, well, you know what? Time to move. Wait. No, he's not gonna tell me his code. Kinda wanna go back to the other places first before we go to the evidence room, right? Well, she's no longer a chief or detective, so she doesn't have a card. I need to ask Meekins, what is your card? Take a look at this. No, it doesn't tell me. Stupid sound in my ears. They were like, we gotta go back and tell them about this thingy here, and then it's like, no. No, you don't. Just continue into the evidence room and finish up the episode. Or the pod. Evidence 20 February 23. Evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over there. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. To be honest, the way that the things on the background are, yes, it feels a lot more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh. Ah! Whoa! Did you just slap him? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, gal. Is it true what I heard? Heard what? Yeah, it's true. The chief of police will loan anyone $50, even me? So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for today. Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for the day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room, floor plans, scene of the stabbing of the... Oh, wait, yeah, because there's gonna be blood on the ground, so I'm gonna have to be like, yeah, look at that, there's blood here. First things first. I don't have any more food for you. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Oh, I heard the rumors. Whoa, what the... Couldn't even read that second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Miss Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Miss Edgeworth. Of course, of course you know the number by heart. Oh, what? What? Updated. When would Edgewolf have come to the evidence room? So I'm gonna have to go talk to Edgewolf. I think the 4989596, that's Meekins, right? Has to be Meekins. Over here we have the... Okay, that looks empty. It looks empty for a place to put everything in there, you know? Anyway, you're boss of the day? Yes, right. In honor. After all, the bird took place right here in the police department, eh? But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's fundings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here? Well, of course. I'm a detective after all. Give me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Oh, so everyone has like their own thing that they can open. I'll always believe in Mr. Edward, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edward is with the inquiry committee right now, right? Oh, they're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. Guess this is what they call fate. Mr. Edward just can't get away from the case, you know. The case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Oh, I thought it was going to be the DL6 incident. That was the beginning of the end for Edgewolf. Maybe we can get him to tell us a bit more about the case. Maybe, if we show him the knife. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using the ID cards. Well, that's the thing, pal. IDs cards can be lost. So I'm on my third cards and entering the fourth already. That sounds like a lot. Well, yeah, but even I can't lose my right hand. Oh, so they use fingerprints. Okay. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprints? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. That spooked the bejesus out of me. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny. They look like normal lockers. Oh, they are the latest model. That's a trick on the handles, you see? The handles? On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people, I suppose, who don't know about the fingerprint locks. Oh, some people don't know about it, like Meekins? And maybe the person that was hiding as Goodman. Ah. So they thought like, oh, I need to use my card. So they had the card. But then they tried using it and got shocked. Interesting, interesting. Funny, I can I can just check it. Okay. That's about it. So can I present him stuff? Show me everything. You show me it every time. Yeah, it's tradition. Everything's called in secret numbers. I can never relax. It's because you lose your card. I never forget my secret number 2, eh? Oh, I always forget my secret number 2. Scary. My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Hey, that's it. That's the king of prosecutor. Yeah. Congratulations to the thing. That's the knife and the thingy from Edgewolf's car. That's the thing that you made. The coroning achievement, my masterpiece. They're dancing proudly. Wait. Wait. They did what? They hid it away for a day? It was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming in after going after the ceremony. So they took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I told night and day! I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. That's why it has that hand. We need to check whose handprint that is. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection. Ah, that was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know. 2 years ago. Edgeworth was the prosecutor on that case. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Well, I guess it's not over yet, pal. Maybe there are some loose cards on that case. So now we finally got like some info about it. Oh, that's good. I'm kind of happy about that. Anything you can tell us about it? Miss Star is quite a lady. Well, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. Oh. Wait, I want to see something. Edgewood. Wait a second. If you were 16, Gumshoe, that means that Lana Sky was 14. 15. I can count, don't worry. What? Interesting. I have no idea what that is. Oh, what that's gonna be, the foreshadowing of. Now we do. If I see a piece of evidence that I don't know about, okay. And then that one is about the node as well, about the SL9 connection. Kind of cool though that we have evidence that's like either one gives us the thingy. We don't know anything about that one. And then let's see. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I already showed that. That was Mr. Edgeworth's number. Let me just say, okay, we don't care about that. What about the last one? You can open the fingerprint, lock it with fingerprints on match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. The police department lacks faith in its lock system. If they lacked faith, they would be like, oh wait, no, 50 cents is nothing. So yeah. Or they're very stingy. So Detective Gumshoe was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, it was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. I'm very confused about that. Oh, I can ask about the SL9 incident. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? Okay, so it was a murder? Serial killing. Oh, maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. The killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. This was 2 years ago? That was Mr. Edgeworth riding the spotlight and started the rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day, but it was the last job they ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, you see? Oh, so that situate knife. The victim who took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Wait, no, let me... Something's sticking out of here. Oh yeah, it looks like a shirt must be an evidence of some kind. What if the Detective Gumshoe put this here? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here, that said. I bet that the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks out that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet that doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Or talk behind someone's back, don't do it in front of them, pal. This place is tough with evidence. Everything with dreams. It won't open. Hey pal, security is very... Okay, there you go. All of them are tied in here. What is that thing? Bulky equipment. What a sorry looking fishing pole. You shouldn't say that, that's... Hey, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving the case out of in Gold Lake, remember? Whew, feels like ages ago. And... Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before. That's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box. Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. True. What is that thing? Look at this pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they called was some kind of escape artist and they got away. Right, it's one of those human profiles for close range testing. He's been shot square in the head. Better him than us. Okay. Let me move in then. Oh, look. Wasn't it set open just now before? Why is there paint everywhere? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. That's what he used to make that thing. True art. I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps you're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? What is that over there? Someone left a glove here, but only one. Did a gumshoe, maybe. Hey, there you go again, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. There's evidence from the case, you know. Oh, you mean SL9? It does have a... I saw the tag. Extremely thin rubber glove. Sounded familiar. What is that over there? One must have broken something big to make all those pieces. Detective Gumshoe. Stop! Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. That's a 9 incident, pal. See the stick on one of the pieces there? Not a piece of... Let me look at the other evidence first. You can check it out later. Look, this one's open. The indicator's light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker. I'm sure it's okay to leave it open like that. Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if you close it. True. They would have to like cut up a finger for that. Must be taking the contents elsewhere. What is this one? Blood? Today the worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it out. It's alright. What if there are other bloodstains left in the... We should use her testing fluid over here. Wait, before that I saw something over here. What is that thing? Okay, no. Nothing else. Okay, well, time to check out the rubber glove. Can I move it? I can move it. It only says about the SL911. Okay. Another piece of evidence. I didn't never care for the word tag. It's confusing. What? What's so confusing about it? You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, sag, zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? Are we gonna play Shiritori or something like that? Anyway, time to spray. Yeah, there you go, that is blood, okay. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? Where this locker? This is mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise the old testifier that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that for me, right? Won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down on the... Come on, I'm trusting you, guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? When you're a detective. Come on, put that one down in the evidence. Oh no, that's not what I wanted, mate. Get out of here. I was like showing my evidence. Haha. There's another handprint over here. Am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out of the door. Must be something significant. Oh, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got here, pal. What's this? Let's go with luminol testing fluid. Where do you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plan. Oh, it's on the floor plans. It's the only one that also has that. And then, of course, we're gonna have like a huge splatter over there. And then... nowhere else. Okay. Come on. And not on Gumshoe's paint either. Okay. That must have been the one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? Oh, this proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. But we like your opinion, good Gumshoe. You know I trust you. Wait, let me take a closer look. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try putting it together? Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. Well, that's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. I have a game like this? Oh god, game, what the shoot? Let's see. Wait, this is the top. I see from the... at the entryway, right? I think this is the one. Haha! Perfecto. Rotate left. Is that also good? This is the top again. This, I have no idea what this is meant to be. Oh, this has a spike in it. I hate how I can't... Oh, come on! What the... Don't push me out of here. I wanted to move it around better by myself. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, anyway. Combine that one. Then they want me to put something like that in there. Can't be that one. Can't be that one either. Okay. There you go. Now it's that one. Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, that one's this one. Like that. Perfect. And one with like a big corner. Oh wait, over there like this. Thank you. Okay, and then the last final bit that we have. It's missing a bit. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. Because it isn't. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar. Jar pieced together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you had to do? Or just a Miss Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to go give them my report for the day. What is that? Oh, restaurant. Might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says no problems? Wait, Mr. Wedge, what we're talking about? I'm sure he can use a report like that. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Also, I want to see something. Check. Right. This looks... This has a hole, right? Oh, wait, look at that. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That is pretty weird. I wonder which side is up. But yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? Unless it doesn't collect dust inside, does it? It does. There's a lot of like a surface to get dust here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like something like other way around. There you go, like that. Something like this, right? Would make the most sense. But what could it be? Right? I don't think I've seen something like this before. Also, it has blood stains on it. And look, they're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. They think Detective Gumshoe's blood somehow got on this when we were stabbed. Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Anyway. I'm off, pal. Later on. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Oh, okay, we gotta go then. Guess now you can still talk with everyone, right? Oh, wait, we gotta go to Edgeworth's place. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 12. Oh, what are you doing here, my dude? Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. Oh, has the hotel bring him tea service? Savage, Mr. Average? Mr. Edgeworth, you're begging from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am, yes. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking... Oh yeah, by the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Oh really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. I can just assume the best evidence I can get than a reaction out of fame. Oh right, I better check this now. As I was saying, watch this. A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Oh, why, Miss Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gunt, no less. The Chief of Police? They wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. They told me that they wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed away. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought his back here. Did he walk with them? Did you kill Bruce? Because him telling Edgeworth to be like, yeah, go bring this back home. That gives Edgeworth a reason to go back home on his car without like going elsewhere first. Right? Oh, weird. Can I ask what kind of taste it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Oh, now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note out of it. Evidence from a past case of edgewolves brought back to the office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Well, that's for me to decide. Now let me look at this item. The screw. I think this is a code. I think Edgeworth wants to screw for Pheonix Wright. A116. Nothing apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth says. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? And it is gonna be. Because it's gonna be the lead to why Edgeworth went to the back home. Oh, there you go. No, okay. What could I show him that's gonna get him to talk? I think it was already the ID card, right? You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Now tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Edward just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? I like that. It's funny. Can't be that. Luminol is also not that. The switchblade? No. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you are. You're the man who revived my worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father murder in the elevator. Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. I know you probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the... Okay, there you go. That's the rest we've read about. Is he now gonna tell us about stuff? No, it doesn't seem like he is. And this is gonna be the same again, right? Yeah. I've already got that one. I guess we can now talk with him, right? Victim shoe, there's nothing to do about that. The crime photo, there's nothing about that. What about Little Badger? No. What about your knife? No. That knife is still very suspicious. Okay. Wait, I think my dog wants to come in. I'll be right back. Actually, he did not want to come back in. So, let's see. What you gonna talk? Pheonix, not Pheonix, Edgeworth. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this as a case of concealed evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I heard them say that so many times, and ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for to try it tomorrow? I'm still the presiding prosecution attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. And the further investigation of this case will be directed by the chief of police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. Okay. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe to be right. I have nothing to be ashamed of, but still. I've never seen him this out of sorts. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gunt. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. Why is everyone like related? He was a top officer and it was my first time walking with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? Well, I don't think it was back then, right? In truth, I used slightly more, extreme methods than normal. We're dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood will be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win the trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Yeah, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I was using this. Luminol testing for a day. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. No, it's been chemical treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation, so do as you will. Edgewood, I'm really... No need to thank me. Yeah, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Oh, thanks. Why am I giving those to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. I think I might make... Oh. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. True. Well, look at here. Someone's gone. Suspicious. Everyone's gone. Why is it a ghost town now? What happened? I guess it is like... This is the final spurt of the episode. Parents' room, sector 3. An investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Alright, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger? Its finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have the left behind the clearest print. Really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. A thumb. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in our eyes again. Sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Oh, how do you do that? With A, see? Oh, okay. Looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. And how do I do that? With Y! Exciting, I know. It really is a DS game. This was really made for the DS, this case. Because it has everything. It has turning stuff around. It has using the microphone. It has touching the touchpad for like the spraying and everything. It's kind of fun. I love that. Imagine you're blowing out the candles of a birthday cake. See? Wow. Looks like fun. I might get some getting used to though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. These are the basics of fingerprinting. Better give it a try then. Pew. 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 Oh, over there. Do I like put it hard on the thingy? Ahaha, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left his handprint must have worn the gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Looking at the locker door again, closely. There were other fingers. Maybe there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. This smudge. Oh! Now that is a fingerprint that I've ever seen one. Do you mean it's not done yet? Come on. Yay, a print so clear, it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print looks took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. Okay, this is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprints data that we got from Edgeworth and point out the person who you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know? Well, I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this locker evidence? Oh, Gumshoe. No match found, okay. No match. Come on, how am I supposed to tell who they are? Isn't it obvious? Okay. That's alright, I was thinking for your benefit, so you learn. Fine, fine, fine. Let me think. Who could these fingerprints be? Oh, I was looking at angels. No, it's Gumshoe. There you go. Okay. That's a lot more clearer. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Match found. I thought I was selecting Gumshoe, but no. Aha. So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Nothing wrong, Mr. Wright. You gave me this so what look. Just because I was thinking. So what? Okay, so we come up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with your punches, Mr. Wright. Okay, thanks for your sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's go check it out. Sweep, boop. Over here. This is where we've got that luminal reaction, right? There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? Yes. Okay, well, let's check it. But I have to warn you about something first. The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Okay, true. That means no prints. We don't say the possibility of your hypothesis is high. Don't ask me. Why you must find prints that weren't wiped away? Prints other than the ones that left by the hand. Oh, okay, there's like a finger there. Because like the blood was here. I was gonna go over here, but like there's nothing. Okay. What is that smudge? Yeah, that won't be any good. Okay. Let's try a different finger. Okay. So that's the tiny finger. This is the ring finger. Right? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful finger for us. Also, this episode's been going on for a long time. Oh, are you serious? Still not? Come on. Machine gun. There you go. Could it be no. Is it Sheriff? Is it the guy that I thought it is? So my suspicion that he was the one that killed... No, didn't kill Goodman? It's not true yet. There's fingerprints. Whose are they? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Oh, Officer Jake Marshall? Found on the fingerprints. It's gotta be a coincidence. It's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decisive different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reactions, the blood on the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh, uh-oh. We have Jack Marshall's fingerprints on a white bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall... Well, it looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you would call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Well, you better believe it, because you're living in one. A reference to Pirates of Caribbean. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I am glad this is finally over. Woo, sorry. Oh, goodness. Yay, a former. It's a long one again. Oh, I guess it's fine, right? It is quite fun. But anyway, that's gonna be it then for today. Also, Happy New Year's, as you guys can see. This was done yesterday before New Year's, and this is done the next day after New Year's. Hope everyone's having a good time. And hopefully 2026 is gonna be much better year. And I hope to do much more things that I can. In terms of streaming and also other things, you know? But anyway, bye!